Today we're going to make a nutcracker, and this is going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to use some of this shiny paper, and we're going to build our nutcracker ourselves. So everybody's is going to look a little different. There's a few different color papers that you can choose from. I'm going to use this blue one. And what we're going to do is we're going to build our nutcracker first, and then we're going to draw what we built. So we've got all these little pieces of our nutcracker, and they've got little Velcro pieces on the back, and then we're going to stick them in order. So we're going to start at the bottom, and we've got to find his little base that he sits on. So look for the little rectangle here. We're going to stick that on there. And then the next thing we need of our nutcracker is his feet. So find your feet, legs, and we're going to put that right there. Stick it on there. And then we need his body. So look for the shirt. Find his body. Stick that on there. Okay, just like that. And he needs a head. So we're going to stick our head on there. And last but not least, he needs a hat. So find your hat. Now, that's my nutcracker. Everybody's nutcracker is going to look a little bit different, and that's okay. So now is the hard part. Now we're going to draw what we see. And we're going to draw these pieces in between these lines that we have. You'll see these lines? So we know at the very bottom, in between these two lines, what's going to go there? His little base that he sits on. So I'm going to look right here, and I'm going to try to draw that base exactly like I see. But I want to fill up that spot. So I know that this is a rectangle, so I'm going to draw a really wide rectangle. And it's okay for you to draw over those lines. See how I drew over it? Because I want to make it big. I want it to look just like that. And then I see that there's lines there. And then he's got some little wavy lines. So I'm just going to put some wavy lines going down. To make it look like the one that I built. Okay? All right, what's next? So what do you think is going to go in this spot? His legs. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to draw his legs. So they go up, and then out a little bit. Up. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do the best you can. Okay. All right. So like his pants. Now I'm going to draw these little kind of squares on his boots. Some lines in there. All right. That'll work. Now we got to draw his body. So I'm going to start at the bottom again. I'm going to draw just like I can, but make sure you go all the way up to the next line. Don't just draw it really small. You need to fill up that whole space just like we did here. So I'm going to draw the bottom first. Then I'm going to draw his belt. And this part is his chest. It goes all the way up. Got some M lines, some circle buttons. All right, I'm going to draw his arms now. This is going to be a little harder. I'm going to go circle, circle, and then lines down. And just do the best you can. If it doesn't look exactly like it, that's okay. Just do what you can. Okay, that's his body. Now what's next? What's going to go in this part? His head. Now don't forget, we want to fill up this whole area. So put your hand in there so you see how big you're going to have to draw. So I'm going to start at the top this time. I'm going to make the top of his head. And then I see his head's a big U shape. But I want to make sure I go all the way down and touch his shirt. We don't want any gaps. Okay, then his hair is kind of some M shapes, M lines on both sides. All right, then I'm going to make his eyes, his eyebrows. His nose is kind of long. And then his mustache. All right, and what's last? His hat. So So when we draw the hat, we're going to make sure we get it inside this. We want to go all the way to the top, okay? So I'm going to start and draw his crown. Look at that. Just do the best you can. And this part goes up. It's a big rainbow shape. Then it has part on top. And there's big circles. And then it's got a diamond in the middle. Okay, there is my Nutcracker. I drew him the best I could. And now we're going to have to color him. So last week we drew our Nutcracker, and this week we are going to take some time and we are going to color him. Now, I don't want to color everything because I kind of like this pretty shiny paper. So we're just going to pick a few things on him to add a little bit of color. And it doesn't matter what you do or what you add, it's up to you. We've got our permanent markers and we're going to just pick a few spots and we're going to color those spots in. So I'm going to color maybe some of his hat. Now you're going to have to be careful. Don't mark on the black line that you drew. Try to go around the black line because if you mark on it, it's going to make that black smear a little bit and make your colors look kind of yucky. So try to go around those colors, the black, and just do the best you can. Like I said, we're not going to color all of him. We're just going to pick a few spots and color some of him. So maybe I'll put some orange on his hair. And let's see, maybe we'll do some brown on his boots. Again, go around. All right, maybe I'll do some purple on his belt. Maybe on his sleeve here. And I think I'll do one more. We'll do some green on his shirt. Color it in as nice and neat as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just do the best you can. Alright, there he is. That is my Nutcracker.